Hello. Wait. Okay. Managed to pause the music in time. So, we're back. Back to Nocturne. Whoops. Sorry, I'm a nosy bastard. SMT Nocturne. Amavarian. Also, Twitch updated recently. And I kind of like their new layout, but I do not like how big it is. How much space it takes. So, let's get down to business. Last time, we kicked the mantra's butt. Well, we didn't do that much. We've almost kicked the mantra's butt. And that's what we're doing today. I also grinded for a little bit of money beforehand. So, I hope we don't have to do any extra grinding today. So yeah. And next up is Os. So I'll be okay. I'll have to change my Magatama, but that's fine. Have High Pixie. Check Naga. I forget that Naga lost a skill, but whatever. So I need to sneeze real quickly. Okay, I muted. Naga, Momonofu, and Mikami. That should be a pretty decent team for Ose. Strong physical. Kamuto should be just fine. So I'm gonna go back. Go to Ginza, get healed, and then we're at it. Off to the races. So yeah. Also, I moved a whole bunch of things around. I recently got like a giant upgrade. Well, not really a giant upgrade. Just upgraded things for my setup. Also, audio's a bit loud. I'll be okay. Yeah, as you can see, I've got almost 300,000 Maka, which is pretty great. So let me make sure I'm still on hard. Yep. Link and the Assembly of Nihilo. Honestly, the Assembly of Nihilo is like one of the most forgettable places for me. Cause like, who remembers the Nihilo? Also, I'm just fixing something. It does not need to be fixed, but it still bothers me. Open threshold at 28. Hello. Hello. I'll push it down to, yeah, 28 should be okay. Okay. Alright. Wait. Oh yeah. I thought we had to light them all up, but clearly I was mistaken. I always thought that this room was really cool, but like in reality, I think it'd probably be a nightmare. Maybe that's why it, Hijiri named his system the Nightmare System. You like not? Get that we lost health thrust in favor of Eikaja. I guess it's an upgrade? I wouldn't consider it one, but whatever. So let me just use like a shot. Shoot. Well, we didn't lose health thrust, but we did lose something. And we didn't lose any team members, so that's good. I kind of hope we can auto him down. Yeah, okay, cool. Phew. Sacred water. Anyways, I'm actually maxing out luck way quicker than I thought I would. Useless. See some hurt me, Kamuto. Okay, thank goodness. Hypixie. Medea. Glad Hypixie's still useful. Whoops. I meant to analyze, but I figure that's not a thing. Also, my dog's in my room. Hi, Miax. He could care less. I hate to do this so early, but I really gotta get water because it's really hot. So BRB. Okay. I'm only back for like a brief moment because I just gotta purify my water. So I'll make it to the bottom. I'll probably fight O's, and that'll probably be it. Well, not it for stream, but that should give me enough time to do my thing. Oh. Kinda wanted this. You wish to enlist me in your ranks, do you? Whatever shall I do? Know me with 340 marker? This is still not enough. Would you be so kind as to give me 1 life stone? You do not have it? I feel faint. Goodbye. You know, love, you have been quite a bore. Bitch. No, you're gonna be my friend. You know what? Out of spite, you're gonna be my friend. You dear, let me out like. Ugh. That always makes me nervous. Okay, cool. You know what? You heal me? That's fine. I know that doesn't change, like, the Medea stats, but still. It's better than nothing. Oh shoot, I forget there's like 2 mazes. I also forget the map button. Oh, please health thrust. Why can't you just be... Oh my god. Oh, Nocturne. You know what? Oh, he's just gonna be a jerk about it. I'm gonna recruit you whether you like it or not. So Demi-Fiend looks kind of really funny. Can you heal me? Okay, at least you gave me a life stone that you wanted. This is not going too good. Do you get recon? You get recon. I miss me, Patra. Let me just make sure also Hypixie can't cure my mute. Dismute. I kind of forgot, like, all of the assembly of Nihilo. I feel like there's way more interesting areas that the Nihilo have claimed than just the assembly of Nihilo. Also, I'm pretty sure I got, like, a repulse spell. Kinda hope I do. Football or a track pipe? No thanks. Sacred water? And finally, nothing. Great. Where to? Where to? Where to? Hi-ho, hi-ho. Okay, no more health thrusts then. Right, can I, like, get that out of the way? Yeah, okay. If this misses the paralyzed target, Naga. Thank goodness. My goodness, whatever. Yeah, you can have a revival bee. I do not have a chakra drop. I still do not have a chakra drop. I do have a bead. You're a brat. No. We are a Christian good channel. No swearing. You. Bomb of Rising. You know what? Probably the best thing I could have gotten out of that thing. Now, where to next? Nothing. Great. Nope, an encounter. Are you serious right now? Man, this game sucks. I hate this game. The worst game ever. So who died? Ah. You know what? This lands. And it kills at least. And I get a new enemy. I'm like in so much pain, you don't realize. I'm so done with these guys. This is probably why I don't remember the mantra. I was like just blocking it out of my mind. Naga! This is Naga going well. Okay. Sometimes I love this game, and sometimes I hate this game. And right now I'm really hating this game. Ah. does remind me. I do have to just do something real quickly. I'm not going to pull up the BRB screen. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Out the door. And straight to Os. Oh, the assembly of me. Hello. I should have been like, ni hello. More like, no hello. Haha, bottom. But this place is kind of getting old. Luckily, this is the last stop. I'll make sure I'm all prepped against physical, and I think everyone should be okay. You sense a strong power from beyond the door. Will you enter? Yes, of course.
It would seem I have a visitor. Evidently, someone in the mantra has a brain in their head after all. Well, this is quite the surprise. You're that boy from the hospital. I'm amazed you're still alive, and judging by your appearance, you've gained considerable power. Why have you come here? Was it to see me?
No.
Then, are you here to steal our Magatsuhi? Like the mantra? Doesn't seem that way. But I'm fairly certain I know what drew you here. Very well. I commend you for reaching this place on your own. If it is truth you seek, then I will reveal everything.
Okay.
All there is to know of this world. Take a look at this device. Its function is to gather Magatsuhi. You must have seen one like it on the upper level. Let me ask, do you know why Magatsuhi exists?
Because everyone likes Kool-Aid.
No, not only for demons to consume.
Okay, you jerk.
That would be a ridiculous oversimplification. Magatsuhi is a sacrificial offering.
Okay.
It is the power needed to call forth the god of creation.
Okay.
And without it, one cannot fulfill the purpose of this world.
Okay.
You see, one who possesses a strong will can change this world and everything in it.
Whatever.
When one's ideology or reason has been spread and enough Magatsuhi gathered, God will descend from above and reshape the very foundation of the world. Yes, for the sole purpose of creation, this world of chaos was brought into existence directly by my hand. Soon enough, my dream shall be realized. A complete circle of stillness, in harmony with the workings of time. The world of Shijima will be born. The mantra believe they've destroyed this space, but as you can see, the core is fully functional. Nothing more needs to be done. I will soon have all the Magatsuhi I require. Now then, I believe some discipline is in order. To all who oppose the assembly of Nihilo, there will be no forgiveness. I suggest you pay close attention and witness the ruin at hand.
Okay, I always like this cutscene.
Using the Magatsuhi stored here, I will call on my newfound strength.
Okay, loser. Just get on with it.
Time has come. Activate the nightmare system. Do you understand what's happening? This system gives me total control over the flow of Magatsuhi on a worldwide scale. This tiny facility pales in comparison. As my first target, I have selected Ikebukuro, the mantra's home base. The Magatsuhi in that area will be depleted, and the mantra will die out in no time. Oh, I forgot to mention. Your teacher plays a key part in this system. She's been a great asset to me. Her abilities as the Maiden have been truly invaluable. Are you worried about her?
Yes.
Unfortunately for you, she isn't here. In fact, I doubt you will ever see her again. After all, she is the Maiden of Creation. Not the teacher you once knew. You were not meant to survive the conception in the first place. Your attachment to the previous world will only serve to deepen your despair. I should not have been so merciful back then. Allow me to end your pain and suffering right here and now. I don't know what hopes and dreams you've brought with you, but you can accomplish nothing in this world.
Okay.
Now, go and join the masses that fell before you.
Oh, Hijiri. Shoot, what am I doing? I focus. Pretty sure he doesn't resist physical. I'll do 1 fog breath, 1 war cry. 1 fog breath, 1 war cry. And I guess I'll just focus up. I forget he has Dakunda. Oh no! Oh no, he has Dakunda. Whatever shall I do? That is kind of annoying. I'll just start fog breathing and Tsubukage. And since we can now do that, I might as well focus. Epic! You've already been focused, so you're just gonna lunge. I'm gonna have you pass your turn. And I don't remember who has, like, Tsubukage. That's why I'm bringing out the young Kopa Tengu, who probably doesn't. No, you do. Okay. You've still been fog breath. You can focus. You can Medea. And just for giggles, Tornado. It's probably a dead Kopa Tengu, but whatever. And I'm just gonna take out, probably Zuwan. Zuwan's probably our best bet. Zuwan does have Rakukaja. Ooh, that's good. And just for safety, Momonoku can have a bead. Zuwan can drop another Rakukaja. Why do I keep lunging? I forget that I have, like, Brutal Slash. That was 3, and I'm pretty sure there's one more I can do. Yeah, big number. And then one more. Cool. I was about a tornado, but then I remembered he had Makakaja. So we're just gonna... Zuwan can't do much. Megami, no! Okay, we also kind of need heals. It's a shame because I used all of our healers MP'd. Quincy. Thank you. Yeah, you don't have anything. Just de-armor yourself. Focus. Probably the longest, the most drawn-out boss fight in the world. At least I can use Tornado now. One. Swan can't do anything. Look at that, 28 damage. Look at that dead Oh, Principality dodged. Cool. Epic. Easy boss fight. And no one leveled up. Great. You tamed the Magatama and Atheum.
You may have defeated me,
I forgot he's voice acted. Ooh.
but you will never be able to find our commander, nor the maiden. The nightmare system has been activated. This base will soon be closed down, and the way to the maiden will be lost forever. Begone, demon! It is we, the Assembly of Nihilo, who will create the new world.
Later, loser. Cool. Got some casualties, but whatever, it's fine. Let's go check on our friends. Oh, that's Ginza. Whatever. I can still heal and do stuff here. Do y'all have anything new to say about... Man, the cathedral? Okay. About, you know, the giant laser that was kind of just beamed above your heads, but I don't think they do. I do kind of want to speed this up slightly. Ugh, it's gonna be a long, long battle. Okay. Let's see if Tarka? Taraka? Yeah, Taraka wants to join me. Let's say that I do decide to help you. Will I get anything out of it? Of course you will. Okay, cool. I've never used a Taraka. She's probably just gonna be fusion fodder, but great, we have one. And we have a Zulon. I don't think you need... You probably don't need Toxic Cloud, but I don't think you need Zeomo. Whoop, whoop. And you know what? Do I have any... I don't have any grimoires. Anyways. I was gonna be like, alright, it's time for Kopatengu. He's still got Watchful, though, so he'll be fine. Excuse me. The beauties. I'm gonna go save. I realize I could probably save. I really don't want to deal with anything else. Hi, Momonoku. Ginza. Alright. Now we go back to the mantra, say hello to them, watch them die, blah blah blah. Or not the mantra. Yes, the mantra. God, ugh. Again, it's been so long since I played Nocturne. What's with all the racket down at headquarters? We didn't lose, did we? I forgot, I have to do Hellbiker. Shoot, okay. I'm kinda not really looking forward to Hellbiker. All these horses are weak to electricity. Okay, my goodness. Actually, are these horses or are they goats? Okay, whatever. I just wanted to try. The reasons with what fighting for. I can talk about Hijiri and the reason of Shijima. I always thought that it was my second best, or number 2 on the list. Cause like, yeah, sure, you'll still be alive in yourself and oh, hello.
Sure has been a while.
Oops, I forgot you're here.
I heard about the trial by combat, and I thought it might be you who won. Getting here was tough, to say the least. But I'm glad I made it. Listen. There's something I've been meaning to tell you. I finally decided to play by the rules of this world. I'm sure you already know. But there's a purpose as to why this world exists. To create a new one. And I want to be the one to do it. I know that sounds crazy, believe me. But then I remember that voice. I heard it the moment the world changed. You must have heard it too, since you survived. After we went our separate ways, I started thinking not only about what I should be doing in this world, but why the world had to end up this way. And sooner or later, it hit me. The previous world was full of waste, clogging up our thoughts and choking out any real progress. From an overabundance of things to an excess of people, we ran out of useful things to make and meaningful things to do. All we did was kill time. What the world really needed, it just wasn't getting. It's true that I lost everything. It was the saddest thing imaginable. But I survived the conception. I was chosen to be here. That's what I believe. And that's how I'm going to carry myself. Even though a part of me is still grieving, I know that if I bear the pain, I can open up a world of limitless potential. The power of creation will be mine. That voice, it told me I could choose. In my eyes, the world has no more room for anything superfluous. That's why I want to create my ideal society. A paradise ruled by the strong and the worthy. The world of Yosuga. You fought your way this far. You know what I'm saying, don't you?
I need to think, because we're neutral.
That's fair, but I trust your judgment. And I believe that one day, you'll come to the same conclusion. From now on, I'm gonna start collecting Magatsuhi. I'm not so sure where to start. But since Yosuga is the reason of the strong, I have to do what I can on my own. I'm glad I got to tell you all that. I guess I'll see you around. You and I survived the conception. I know this meeting won't be our last.
Chiaki left. I got the exit. She kind of just like turned around. Anyways, might as well talk about the reasons since, well, they were kind of sort of literally just brought up. I don't like the reason of Yosuga. Yosuga is what I think is, personally, I think it's the worst. Like, there are people out there that can't fight for themselves, that can't fend for themselves. Out there, whoops. There are people out there who, you know, genuinely just can't do everyday needs. And some of those people are cool people. And just because they're not fit to help in a world, or just fit in general, I don't think that means that they shouldn't be allowed to try. Also, we're dodging. Just dodging. I think Yosuga's the worst. I think that it's based upon one trait, your physical trait, of how strong you are, which honestly isn't a good metric. And there's so many, like, cool people out there that wouldn't survive in a world of Yosuga, and instead they die, which is kind of sad. You know, they lose. Anyways, what do you have to think? Arg! I'm losing power. Oh, there's a dude that literally like just dies in front of you, which I think is kind of funny. What's wrong? What's happening? And why are all the prisoners escaping? Yeah, that's my take. Yosuga, more like Yosaka. Aha, but let me find the other elevator. But yeah, I think it's the worst reason. I think that in a world where they need something, that Yosuga is not the way to go. The mantra are done for. Okay. Okay, I thought they cleaned up, like, the blood puddles before. Like, they were done for. So I was like, you're probably not done for. This is gonna be one hell of a fight. But yeah, like, in a world of Yosuga, probably, like, it'd be a bunch of people that won't exist because they're considered weak. And they die. And that kinda sucks. They don't deserve that. They deserve better. In the world of Yosuga is not better. And especially for, as Chiaki frames it, as something the world needs. The world isn't getting as what it needs. The world isn't getting what it needs. And, like, so what? What's fighting each other gonna do? It's very self-centered. It's a very self-centered reason. So yeah. And, you know, like, in a world of Shijima, sure, you'd be losing a lot of traits that may make a person desirable, or as ideal as I keep framing people who die in a world of Yosuga. They may lose the traits that may make them cool, you know? But at least they're alive. Living is something you receive. Here. Living is something you want to do. It's a very cool thing. I have a lot of fun living most days. I wasn't gonna say a lot of days. But, like, if you die, then, like, that kinda sucks. You can't enjoy living. And at least in a world of Shijima, where you may not be enjoying living, but at least you're living and you're achieving goals with the exact same people around you. At least that's something. That's better than nothing. So yeah, Yosuga sucks. Shijima better, and then Nasubi best. And I kind of don't know where I stand on the freedom ending. Or return the world back to how it was. I don't know how I feel about it. It's just delaying the inevitable. And okay, bad cod. Or like bad cat. I'm trying, I promise. I'm not. But like in a world of Yosuga, what's the point? Also, I never did actually look at Taraka's skills. Also, another thing that I find like really cool is how close all the humans get. Like, Chiaki was like this close to beating Isamu. Also, am I gonna die? Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, screw you, Momonofu. I'm just gonna heal myself. What was I saying? Oh yeah, how close all the humans are to meeting. I really want to know, like, what the discourse would be between, like, the friends. Like, they seem close. Oh, they don't seem all that close, but they seem close enough. But, like, I think it'd be really interesting. See if, like, a new reason could emerge. So the strong guy from beyond the door. It's not strong anymore.
You have returned, mighty demon. Have you not witnessed our triumph? The stronghold of Nihilo was laid to waste by my army. And yet, I suffer so. Behold this battered body. Magatsui escapes it against my will, oozing like a fresh wound. And the hemorrhage does not stop there. My army is falling one by one, drained of life with each passing minute.
Curse you, Nihilo! What sort of devious trick did they use? Oh, the humiliation! I can see the maiden, the nexus where the Magatsui gathers. But alas, we are utterly powerless. We have no choice but to await our doom. Oh, Gozu Tenno, it crushes me to see this.
No! I will not die! My body may perish, but my spirit will live on. In time, one worthy of my power will come. It is then that I shall return. I will not let them create a world of stillness. What good is a world without strength? I will not forget this rage. This fire that sears my flesh and soul. My kingdom. My kingdom shall rise again.
Oh, Gozu Tenno. Can I go back in there? Yeah, that's what I thought. I really love that cutscene too. Oh, whoops.
Gozu Tenno has...
Thanks, Thor.
No. The mantra has been utterly destroyed by the Nihilo's attack. The assembly of Nihilo had a higher goal than just ruling over Tokyo. We, on the other hand, did nothing more than enforce a reign of terror. That is the reason we lost. And now that Gozu Tenno's name has been sullied, those who we call comrades have deserted us. You had a friend who was being held prisoner here, did you not?
Oh yeah, him.
Both of you are free to do whatever you want. I have no business here anymore. There is no point in guarding an abandoned city. Farewell. I will go on a quest to realize my dream of a world where the strong thrive. If you are truly strong, then we shall meet again.
Now I remember. I was talking about all the cutscenes in this game. And they're all, like, they're not, like, beautiful. They're not like, oh, this is so artistically beautiful. They're really just stunning. Like, they really, like, show, like, the gravity of a situation. Which I think is, like, really cool. Like, Gozu Tenno's death. Like, it really shows that, like, he has fallen. You're asking me out. Let me, like, finish. See if Bodcod wants to be my friend. Go ahead. Whatever. And I know it kind of sounds dumb to say, oh yeah, it's so great that a cutscene illustrates its point. Yeah, but like they do it like in a like artistic way. Like it's very interesting. It's very visually pleasing sort of thing. That's sort of my take, anyways. Anyways, back down the long elevator. It's got a sick beat. Cool. Also, Anatheum imparts dark magic. I forget which one gives me Divine Shot, but it's fine. Wadasumi, Ice Boost, no. Ankh, Dia, no. Rakunda, no. Shiranu's... We finished with Shiranu. Ifumi, Ifumi looks like it's gonna give out Force Boost soon, so I might as well take that. And again, we technically are living in like a world of stillness here, where nothing happens, but still no progress is being made. This is why I love Nocturne. It can bring so many deep thoughts, even though they're honestly not all that deep. Anything? Oh, wait. You. Strength and sense. Great. Sure, Rajanaga would like that. Only... What is Rajanaga's agility stat? Or just Naga? 8. That explains a lot. Okay, you're 8. But Megami has landed more hits than you. What are you doing? Also, what am I doing? What am I doing? Summon Momonofu and Mikami. Diorama is pretty good. And you know what? Just for this section, because it's the last we're going to ever see of this place, we're doing first person. Goodbye, Chamber of... I was going to say secrets. It's not secret. It's the place where you go die. Whoops. I love this dungeon crawling feel. Oh, that does remind me. Soul Hackers, too. I actually watched some gameplay of it recently. And the one thought that came to my mind about it is that there could be such a cool SMT4, like, remaster if they use the Soul Hackers models They made like a 3D Flynn. They made a 3D Flynn, and they have all like these 3D models for all these new demons. I think they would have looked like hella cool. They will look hella cool if they had like the sort of 3D model aesthetic of Soul Hackers 2. And I know, SMT4 has only been out for 10 years. And we're barely on the 5th one. But like, so many people are missing out, and like, the eShop is closing soon, and like no one will ever play the game, and like they could keep the $50 price tag, and maybe throw in the DLC. Probably throw in the DLC. They can keep a $60 price tag plus DLC, and like it would be so cool. I just think it's wasted potential. Also, hi. I just want to talk, man. Yeah, but I have been watching a few reviews on, like, Soul Hackers 2, and I kind of understand where the good question mark. The good character, or it's good with a question mark, where it comes from. And will I play it? Maybe, probably not. Also, my dog just barked. Whoops. Mominofu, please. Will I play it? Probably not. Do I think it's a good game? Sure, why not? I don't know. Again, I have to play to believe, but I'm not gonna play it. But I think it had just way better potential. Wasted potential, as a lot of the YouTube thumbnails say. Yay, Momino. Oh wait. Hope Tengu wants some time in the spotlight. Okay, literally, I'm just gonna ditch Makajon, because, like, who needs it? This thing stinks, so you can have it. Just stunned. Ah, it's time. Look at him. Look at him. I am Arahabaki of the Vile Clan. I am at thy command. Repel eyes, smell fizz light and dark, and weak to everything else. He's so cool! Lunge, Focus, Zyanga, Tarunda, Secunda, Life Bonus, and Kamikaze. It's so cool, we get him! He's so cool! Anyways, that's not why we're here. Ah, Mr. Demon. Please save Futo Mimi. I'm more or less free, but our leader's still locked up. Futo Mimi, who leads us with prophecies, is still being held captive. That reminds me. I also have something being held captive. No, not really. I'm just gonna go check on my dog. So I'm gonna just talk to these people. Get whatever's here, and then I'm BRB again. He's at Kabukicho prison! Futo Mimi is still locked up there! Anyways, I'm gonna go talk to, actually no, I'm gonna go BRB real quickly. I won't pause, pull up the BRB screen again. Whoosh! Ah, shoot. My controller fell. Maybe I will. Why not? Okay. I'll go check on Isamu, probably get close to Hellbiker, and then I'm probably gonna, again, BRB. Oh, there's so many things to do.
You're back. Our teacher's not with you, is she?
What a loser.
Damn. Even you couldn't pull through. I was counting on that demonic power of yours. The mantra's finished, the Nihilo's gaining ground, and we still have no idea where our teacher is. What the hell are we doing in this world? Like a couple of clueless idiots.
You're the only clueless idiot here.
Guess I'll have to place my bets on that prophet guy. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be this really incredible mannequin out there. They say he can see the future. He actually predicted the fall of the mantra. Maybe he can tell us about our teacher, and what we should do from here. Last I heard, the mantra caught him and sent him off to prison. If anything, he's probably still there. So, I'm gonna head off to Kabukicho and look for him.
Kabukicho. Not Kabukicho. Kabukicho.
Not like standing around here is any safer. Figure I might as well take my chances. Lates.
Nate. Ah. Isamu left. We may be in hell, but teenager lingos from the 2000, I guess, still survives. Shoot. Big shoot. That's why we have ice breath, kids. That did not do nearly as much as I hoped it did. That's why we have Bufula, kids. I can pass to Hitoshura. Ice breath. And I don't have to worry about anything else. Anybody home? Nope. Alright, let's go. I do want to get this last encounter. This will be the last things we fight, and it's a group of predas. How fitting. Is it fire? Not predas, yakas. As everyone knows, the famous demon, Yaka. Look at how great they are. That's just so cool. Also, again, we're incredibly close to maxing out our luck, and that's making me real excited. So, now this is where things get sticky. I'm gonna ditch mana bonus, because I don't think I need that 10% anymore. But like, force and fire are gonna be like our main sources of damage. Which is a bit annoying, but whatever. So let me make sure I remember. I go heal up. I'll probably do a little bit of fusion. And then I go out this side door. But I'm gonna go save first, because I still have things to do. I have a doggy. And that doggy is impatient. Ah, the follow the mantra. Again, they're more like the metra. Save. Okay, another quick BRB. Okay. Heal, fuse, and then we go to war. Well, we go fight, what's his face? Hellbiker, we make it to Kabukicho, and it might end at Kabukicho. Because I don't want to go, like, midway into a dungeon and then just leave. So yeah, that should be a good course of action. I know that's kind of what I did with literally the mantra. But I can do what I want.
Oh?
What did I do to this Arahabaki? Huh.
Oh? Are you sure? Oh? Alright.
Fuse. 31. It's technically Orthrus. Yaka. I'm keeping Kopatengu. Sarutahiko. Boy, it's a tongue twister. Zuwan's kinda done. Sarasvati, maybe. Mikami, Mikami and Principality and Sarasvati might actually be pretty decent. Horse is a bit too high. Sauchintan. Nah. Princey. Nah. Arahabaki. This is probably just gonna lead to another nah. I'm gonna go check the calculator real quickly. There's nothing I need. Oh, whoops. Hey dude, just want to drop by. I wish I saw the notification sooner, but I really can't stick around since I'm at dinner. And I'm going to a weekly Smash tournament after. Hope your day has been good and continues to stay good. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, girls. Hope you have a great dinner, and I hope you win that Smash tourney. What's it called? What's it called? Nocturne Fusion Calculator. What is it? Taraka. Forward fusion. Actually, Yoma Shikome. Demon I don't use often. Raiju also might be nice. Pisaka. Probably not, but whatever. Black Ooze. And Eligor. Actually, Eligor. Yomishikome. Weak to fire. Raiju. Weak to wind. Black Ooze. Weak to electricity and light. Probably not Black Ooze. I'll make an Eligor. Yeah, I think an Eligor might actually be pretty good. So it was Raiju.
Alright.
Game Compendium View. Forget, he's a wilder. I'm old, I can't even load the stream, but I did see my earlier message get sent. I'll catch you later, dude. Yeah, sure. Have a great day. Destroy everyone at that Smash tournament. And enjoy your dinner. Smash your dinner. Which I don't think that's actually pretty good. But yeah. Good luck.
Are you sure? Oh, alright.
Fuse, Raiju, and Taraka for an Eligor. Slightoma. No, Taunt. And Torunda. Yeah, alright.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm not watching this. And Eligor, the Fallen Clan, Charmed, I'm sure. Oh yeah, you can't load the stream.
Alright.
If you're not gone by now, smash that tournament. Cool. Alright. Eligor. Alright. Also. So next up is Hellbiker. I'm not Googling him. Don't worry about it. I am. I really don't want to deal with these guys. Because he uses... I always thought Hellbiker was kind of... he's like there, but he's also on the cooler side. Yeah, he absorbs force, fire. Force and fire. Fire, force. Also, like, I look at some of these... like, guides, and I wonder, like... who makes these? Like, this guide I'm looking at it's like, best demons to use against Hellbiker. Mizuchi, Momonofu, Homori, and Zuwan, and Megami. Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess Oni makes sense to an extent, but not really. But Dionysus? He's like level 40. And Loki's like, way higher. And Amaterasu's like... ridiculous. That's like way too high. And like I look at like the images they use, and this looks like they just kind of ripped this off like some poor guy's let's play or something, or like I was just showing off, but like this just doesn't make sense to me. So yeah. Anyways, I just want to make sure he uses fire and force so I know who to bring. Which I guess Eligor doesn't really do that, but whatever. Resist fire. Repel fire. Cerberus. No thanks. Also, I feel like I hear my dog. I guess... Do I have anyone that nulls force? I should probably get someone that does. Oh, give me a moment. Alright, I got 2 goals in mind today. Well, really just 1 goal. I'm kind of hoping to beat Hellbiker. Also, like, again, some of these guides are ridiculous. I should bring arrows. Not a lot of sort of weaker demons that null force, which is kind of annoying. Or at least resist it. Again, force is probably like the best skill. The best skill. Probably the best skill. It probably is,
Alright.
genuinely.
Oh?
Whatever, Eligor.
Oh? Are you sure? Oh, alright.
Actually, thinking about it, I'd grind to get Karasu Tengu. Is that the game plan? It's only 3 more levels. Let me just like real quickly Google Karasu Tengu SMT. Also, I feel bad for Karasu Tengu. He's such a middle child. He is such a middle child. Like, literally, I Googled Karasu Tengu. And his page doesn't even show up on the SMT wiki. But yeah, I think I can get Karasu Tengu, which will probably be for the best. And he reflects force, but he's weak to curse, but that's okay. 33? Oh, he's so shafted. Karasu. Also, like, they kind of, like, cut off Karama Tengu, which is, I think, is a big shame. And of course, Force Boost, Fog Breath, and Cutter, Starlight. But like, it makes sense, like looking at Karasu or Kurama's. Level 38. Level 28 to get to a Karasu. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna grind out for Karasu. I've got time. Fun. I can actually use those attract pipes too. That'll be great. So game plan, I make a Karasu Tengu. Make a Karasu Tengu. With that Karasu Tengu, I fight Hellbiker. Cool. Amala Link. The Demi-Fiend was born. I think I talked about this like in an earlier stream, but I really like sort of realms of mysticality that are added in post instead of places that are just, or like Mitama that are just like spawned everywhere now. Also, let me just make sure. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna use an attract pipe. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna get the most out of my attract pipe. I do think this place is like really cool. Although I wish it did look a little different instead of just like the void that is a hospital. The Mitama are funny though. Ah! Yeah, that should be fine. Wonky wonky. Yeah, that's sort of like my only real issue with this place, is that it's just a gigantic void. And a bright one, too. Like, how am I supposed to lie in bed before I go to bed and grind out Grimoires when I'm being blasted in the face by this giant light? Makatora. Anything's better than Shibabu. Gotta use Finn. I'd rather wait till I get the 5 maximum I need for a level up than just use 3 remaining and then sort of not get anything. Or even worse, forget that I already used 5. use thick. Whoops, I did not mean for Demi-Fiend to get that. Whatever, Demi-Fiend will be a slightly higher level than he needs to be. So, Komodo. Elect boost. Ice boost. Again, nothing really here that I need. Except maybe might actually be, might be useful, haha. The void. I also find it kind of ironic that I wanted to start grinding off stream so I can avoid grinding on stream and making it pretty boring. But here I am, grinding on stream now. So I'm gonna ditch Ice Breath. Just in case anyone else levels up. I'll just throw on. Okay, so the next 20 minutes, if Tengu hasn't evolved, so be it. And if they have, then we're gonna go fight Hellbiker. And if they have not, then we're still fighting Hellbiker. This is a lot of work for just a Karasu Tengu. But I don't think... But I it's such a middle child. He's such a middle child, and I love him for it. Really hope that, you know, he gets the screen time that he deserves. And also, like, Kodama Tengu's, like, kind of broken in this game. I wouldn't say broken, but he gets, like, Force Boost. He gets Force Boost, and he gets, like, Wind Cutter. All the best skills. Kamikaze. You don't really need that. Yo, I saw you back there. That shit was tight. I'm liking you even more, dog. You can take this. Diamond. And Amuse Thick. I know Karasu Tengu is not going to be the saving grace of the whole thing, but he's still going to be nice to have. So Mikami, Eligor, Karasu, and Demi-Fiend. Also, I keep saying, like, oh, I'll use the attract pipe to its fullest, but I keep missing the moon cycles. Also, I just realized that those incense are literally just beads. Might. I'll ditch Dia. Look at him! Karasu Tengu! I am Karasu Tengu of the Yoma clan. Can't wait to kick some ass. He's so cool. Still gets watchful, right? Alright, cool. Taru and Suku. I think he's gonna be pretty great. So I'm gonna return Zuwan Arta Habuki and summon... So my main damage was... Yeah, I kind of had to take Eligor. Eligor, Karasu, and Mikami. Mikami's getting some use. And you know what? I'm probably just still gonna grind while I'm waiting, because I really don't want to, like... I really don't want to just use this attract pipe and then be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to the real world on hard and just keep getting constant encounters. I'm gonna take my time with this. Oh no, they hit my weakness. Yeah! I was like, you bastard. Wow, so ready. Welcome! Leslie. Yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of grinding right now. Yeah. Doing my luck run. And I've just lost my Mudo to Marin Karen. Medea. Wants to talk to you? Yes. I did play HD1. They add something new? Yeah, this is the DLC area. This is... what is it called? Where the Demi-Fiend was born. It's a place where you can grind for Grimoires. And right now I'm grinding for the Grimoires since, you know, it just makes it easier to level up. But yeah, how are you? And thanks for stopping by. But yeah, this isn't anything new. I just paid extra for the DLC like a fool. And, I don't think you're gonna learn anything. Oh, I see, that's why it's so bright. By the way, did you play the original Nocturne, but by hard mod? I'm assuming hard mode. I did not play the original. I did play this remaster. This is actually, I think, my third playthrough. I've played through Nocturne twice, and I've gotten both the True Demon endings on both. I'm an SMT fan. Well, obviously, by the name. I played 5, and was going through 4, so yeah. But I've never played the original, and I never did use I'd never done the emulation method of 2 with the... what is it called? Hard mode? It's not hard mode. But like, they add, Luster Candy and all that. Luster Candy, and then they make all the boss fights harder. I kind of wanted to play that, but at the same time, not really. Hard mod is good project by one of the modders. He added some new stuff. His battles for all 4 horsemen by 1 battle. Some incredible Magatama stuff. This might be a different mod than I was thinking of. Recarm. I guess I'll ditch Venom Bite. I've never heard of a mod where you fight all 4 horsemen. The mod I was thinking was, I think, is it hard type? It might be the hard type mod. Where they sort of fix around things and they make it, I guess, more balanced, but they definitely make it harder. And I think it's kind of infamous for the glitch it makes, for the glitch it causes where, what is it? Oh, the demon AI just gets stuck using press turn boosting skills to the point where it's like literally nothing happens. But yeah, I've never heard of this mod, unless hard type does have that, in which case I really gotta start doing more research. I'm out of curiosity, but by the way you sound, I'm assuming that you've played Nocturne already? Cool. Alright. But yeah, I was just in the middle of grinding. Yes, I'm a pro with SMT3. Ooh. I consider myself a bit of a pro, but I don't think I'm all that good. So your help might be useful. Anyways, I'm about to fight Hellbiker, and I'm doing my luck run, which, in this case, I only pour all my stat boost into luck, and then after that, I'm gonna do agility and whatever I deem useless afterwards. And I also let all skill morphs happen, because, you know, it's a luck thing, and all fusion failures I must accept. I should really get that rule list out somewhere. But it's nice to have a pro in the chat. Sorry. Hellbike are hard one, but some skill can help you. I'm thinking about just sort of... Let's see. I've had a party of... Sorry. Demi-Fiend. I'm not going to use Ankh, I'm going to use Komudo. I have Eligor. Strong Physical, Null Dark. He's just going to be here for damage. Karasu Tengu, because he repels force, and I think he could be pretty great for buffs. And Megami, because he nulls fire. And I'm debating about either... Well, Shiranu and Hifumi probably aren't the best, so I'm going to go stick with Komudo. So, config. Do you know about the level up trick if they not replace it in HD? I don't know about the level up trick. Do you mind telling me what that is? Yeah, again, I kind of vaguely consider myself a pro, but I'm not actually. Let's see. I should probably save. Yeah, let me go save. Yeah, I don't know any tricks about leveling up. So, again, advice is greatly appreciated. But I'm pretty sure the HD version... They call it a remaster, but I think they kind of sort of just ported it up. So Magatama give you bonus stats, and put Magatama before level up fight and level up occurs. If stat up, it's good. If not, just reload. That can help you in hard level. Oh! Sounds a bit time consuming, but yeah. I didn't actually know about that. Thanks! Something else. I'm pretty sure we can just auto these dudes down. But yeah, thanks for the tip. Might have to start using that. I'm not really, like, looking to, like, max out my Demi-Fiend and make the best one out there. But... it might be useful sometimes. Now, sorry. About the hard can be your grave. If you use that trick, you can rise your strength to 25 on level 14 to 17. Yeah, it makes sense. You know, you're literally just grinding up for that one boost. Sounds like a cool trick. So Yaka. Also, out of curiosity, Lissali? I'm not quite too sure how to pronounce that. Have you played SMT5? to the Mantra's headquarters. I guess I'll save. Nah, I won't save. But it stops working if Magatama fully level up, and some Magatama just curse or heal you. Call me Grin? Nope, I am not. I am not have Switch, but I watch some stream. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'll just call you Grim. I really suck at pronouncing things. But yeah, I recently just got a capture card for my Switch, and I was like, what do I do? And I was like, I have so many of these games that I've already played, so I thought I might as well just try a challenge run. I guess I don't really make it clear that this is a luck run. But yeah, I hope you get a Switch. Personally, just recently, I really enjoyed SMT5. I think it does a nice balance of quality of life and story. I wouldn't say it's the perfect game, but it's still pretty good. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I wasn't really looking to fight. Oh, but whatever. Have you guys kill Yaka? And I really don't want to waste Mikami's MP so early, but I guess I will. Ugh, I hate Onis. Skill... Epic C, Medea. Mamuda Rock. Absolutely not helpful at all, but whatever. Pretty sure it's this door that leads to, yep. Oh. Forget this gatekeeping shit. My partner's already left. I left that human kid waltz right into Kabukicho prison. I just don't care anymore. Cool. I would wait for a dark... No, I have Souvenir of the King. Ooh. Hey you! You don't plan to take that highway, do you? I highly recommend against it. Ghost's been sighted around there lately. Apparently it's riding a motorcycle. I think we all know who that ghost is. Make sure... Got Kamudo. Presence of a terrifying demon. Will you stay here? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. I like Hellbiker, but he's always been kind of forgettable to me. Ah, shoot. Alright, just gonna have to start buffing up. I'm gonna pass. Can't believe Megami died so early. Bring Principality in. Why am I using Sukukaja? Shoot. I'm not thinking. Alright, cool. I'll use Kunda. And I'll just help Dust. Do you have any Tetracorn skill in Mirror? I don't have any Tetracorns, unfortunately. No skills. I might have a Mirror, but I don't think I do. I could have traded for one. Ah, shoot. Shaja? Yeah. Fortunately not. But I still got this. Karasu... Shoot. Maybe I'll do that. I'll go see if I can trade in a few gemstones for that. And I guess my only other healer is... Hi, Pixie. Let's see. Go ahead, Raccoon. I really need a Medea. That's not a lot, but I'll have to take what I can get. I can't pass, so I might as well Sukukaja. Habiki sometimes good choice because of the cut. Because he cut all except fire and Zio, but Biker uses fire sometimes. Yeah, he's also still weak to, what is it, Force? So although, he's still here, but I'd rather keep him just in backup. So Eligord lived on... No, he did not live on 1 HP. I brought him down to that. I'm just use a bead chain. Or Ice and Zio? It's Ice and Zio, yeah. No, it's just Ice, now that I remember. Yeah, it's a dead High Pixie. I might as well bring him in. I'm not gonna taunt. But he void physical attack and Hell Spin is a physical attack. Yeah. But I really, unfortunately, I guess, luckily I still have Karasa Tengu to deal with the fire aspect. His fire, or his force weakness. Ooh. But I have no one that can deal with the fire. Or, Makami's dead now. I'll just have to use it. I really don't want to use beads or stuff. Bead of life, fault HP. Oh, that sounds good, but no. I'm gonna put the faith in the muscle drink. I should not have done that. Yeah. So maybe I can ditch Eligor and I can bring in what's his face? Bring in Arahabaki in his place. And I might go see if I can get some Tetracard mirrors. We'll use Kamuto or Magatama with Tornado skill. The issue with the Magatama that uses Tornado is that, well, right now I was using Kamuto. Issue with the Tornado one is that it's still weak to fire. And right now my only one who can null a fire weakness is Megami. So yeah. I'll go see if I can get some attack mirrors at Ginza. Kamuto physical resistance. Yeah, that's why I'm using it. Sure you can get attack mirrors from the gemstone dude. Rags jewelry.
Welcome.
Can you show my level? Yeah, sure.
Take a look.
Yeah, attack mirrors.
That all? Take that all? Take a look.
Anything else here? I'll take
That all?
yeah, Great Chakra,
That all?
Soma Droplet,
Take a look.
and the Bomb of Rising.
That all?
I'll take a whole bunch of these.
That all? Take a look. Anything take a look.
I'll use, yeah.
Take a look. That all? Take a
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure I'm like level 30. Yeah, 32. Again, I'm doing a luck run, so I'm pouring all my stats into luck. Eligor, summon, or Haruki. Need it for Mitama? Yeah, but you can just fuse Mitamas. I'd much rather just spend sort of like low-level stuff on a Mitama. Like, fuse like 2 Pixies, or Pixie, High Pixie. Level 36 to create Daisojo? Yeah, I could create Daisojo, but I'm also not really looking to do the Labyrinth of Amala. I know like the de facto is to do True Demon ending, but I've already done it twice. So I'm kind of aiming for the Freedom ending. Some meantime I have Void skill? Yeah, but I think I'll be fine without him. And again, I can fuse him later. Best way for level up is first Kalpa, but it's extremely hard. Yeah. I could get a Death Stone in like the first Kalpa, but again, I've played this game twice and I got True Demon ending both times. And it was really draining for me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it again for a third time, so that's why I'm aiming for the aiming for Freedom ending. The ending I haven't gotten, and it also lets me fight all the bosses, so. There's a zone filled with Arahabaki and Eligor and Kelpie. Yeah, I'm sure those guys give great levels. But then again, I also have the DLC, so. If I really need levels, I might as well. I'll just go there. Also, while I'm just out here, out and about, I'll return Karasu. I'll summon Naga. Do I have enough? I might be able to evolve my Naga. 4. Alright, whatever. $1,000. Not a lot, but whatever. They give you plenty of jade, but one mistake and you die. Yeah. Again, I'm kind of looking to avoid the Palpas altogether. By the way, you can buy Momonoku back. You need high fizz resistance man versus Hellbiker. I'm sure he'd be good. But, again, I'm trying to stay conservative here. I might get him back. I probably won't, but we'll see. Again, let's see how the boss goes. I'm kind of hoping my plan of Arahabaki and whoever can support him work. And if they don't, then I'll kind of be bummed. Oh wait, there's a rival bee back there. I'll skip it for now. It's just a tip, it's up to you, but some demon good to refusing and rebuying. Yeah. Again, I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative. I also like to use sort of demons that I don't use that often. Like, I'm kind of using Arahabaki because, well, I've never gotten my Momonoku up to the level where he evolves into Arahabaki. I fuse him away, so... yeah. And if things get tough, I'll probably take you up a Momonoku offer. But yeah, thanks for all your help. I usually just try to, like, brute force it. You have counter or you lift it? I don't have counter on Demi-Fiend, I have it on Zuwan. I'm not a huge fan of the counter skills. Summon Arahabaki, Megami, and Karasu Tengu. I've got Kamuto equipped. Alright, let's try this again. You have an excuse. Sorry, I'm just messaging a few people. Shin got a very wise choose if your party have counter each party member. Use it after Hellspin. That might actually be pretty good. Sukukaja. Idea. focus, and I'll get Ara Habaki to focus. I want to pass so I can get Megami to use a War Cry. And I guess bank on crits now? Suku. And finally, land a Medea. Alright, yeah. That's starting to get a little bit better. Let's do Rama on Arahabaki, and I'll start going back to Focus Town. Karasu. I'll let you cast Tardukawa. I'll Fog Breath. $359. $378. Alright, we're doing some good damage. Fog Breath might have been too much, but it's fine. Pass your turn. I'll have you Medea. And if push comes to shove, I can swap Makani out. Actually, I can have you cast Makatora. Alright, on turns that you're not doing anything, I'll have you Makatora and over. And then I'll have you pass. I'll have you use Bade Chain. And I'll have Arahabaki lunge. Use one more Makatora on Makami. So that way I can hopefully get a War Cry off.
You're the first one to ever keep up with me, but can you keep up with this?
Alright, Karasu. Again, Karasu doesn't have much to do, so... Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. Phew. And Karasu does not have, like, much to do. And I'm probably gonna have to switch out Makami soon. At least we're focused up. Alprado. Alright, that's good. I have to summon. I'll bring Principality in. Okay, Medea. Health bottle. Please, Hellspin. Let's also shoot. Yep, that's us dead. Oh, I forget I have attack mirrors. Shoot. It's stupid of me. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more try, and I'm probably end stream. Actually, yeah, this could be a good time for me to show off. But yeah, I've done this game twice. I did once on normal, and then I did a new cycle, and then I did it again on hard. As you can see, I just got True Demon ending twice. And I did it twice so I can use Dante and Raito. Trying to think. I think Karasuten was a bit of an issue.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows.
Also, I have the Mitamas just kind of like... They're here. Don't worry about him. They know light, dark, and elements. That's about it. So where's Saki? Trying to think.
Oh, all right.
Issue is that I can't really pass on anything to anyone because no one has open spaces. Actually, I could pass a few things off to Eligor. Maybe my Mitamas might have something for that.
Oh.
Analyze Raccoonda. Two skills. And you've got Mazanma and Diorama. I think RM Mitama might be my best bet.
Oh, all right.
And boost Eligor's. I can give Eligor Tarukaja and Raccoonda. You already have Tarunda too.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that should be good. And maybe I'll bring Eligor back in.
All right.
And do I go back to get my mirrors and such? Nah, I'll be okay. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go back and get them. Wait, I don't know how to get links, so maybe if you want to check Shin, I'm checking hard type on YouTube. Hard type? Yeah, sure. I actually, is it hard type? I didn't actually know it was hard type. Hard type. But yeah, I've heard of hard type. It makes bosses much harder. It makes you be able to see your Magatama skills, stuff like that. Yeah, I've heard of hard type. I just kind of forgot the name. I didn't realize you could fight all 4 horsemen at the same time. What type is the mod I told you before? Yeah. So we were thinking of the same mod. But yeah, I've definitely considered about doing like a hard type playthrough, but it's kind of hard to emulate PS2. Grin, out of curiosity, do you actually own the original Shin Megami Tensei? If so, I think that's really cool.
Welcome, take a look.
Items, yeah.
That all? Take that all? Take a look. That all?
Sorry, I'm making tea. Repeat your yeah. Do you actually own like the original Nocturne? Like, you know, the disc for the PS2?
That all? Take a
Also, I hope you're enjoying your tea. I love tea.
Take that all? Take a look. Anything again.
Maybe I'm gonna go check on the Mitamas, see if I can get some. Shout out to Mr. Godels.
Welcome to the
Super Smash
Cathedral of
Bros.
Shadows, where demons gather.
Yes, I played it on 2007 a lot of time than I played with Raito version, and last year heard about hard type and emulated it, and it was incredible. Oh, that's great for you. I never owned the physical Nocturne. I actually got into SMT around 2018, 2019. And I absolutely fell in love with the series.
Are you sure? Oh, all right.
But yeah, I've played SMT 3 and 5. I've been trying to get back into 4, but it's been a little tough for me.
Are you sure?
New classical Persona 2 is one of the best. Yes, I tried playing Persona 2. And oh, of course, I played Persona 3 Portable, and I'm actually currently going through my first playthrough of Persona 5 Royale and Persona 4. Have so many games on my plate.
All right. Oh.
But yeah, I've tried playing the original Persona 2. It wasn't really my thing, but I can still see the appeal for it.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Oh, all right.
Also, I'm just gonna like beef up my
Are you
Megami.
sure?
Persona 3 good storyline, but so annoying battle system. Persona 4 Golden much better. Yes, I agree. I much prefer Persona 4 Golden. And I really like the story of Persona 3. And, well, bit of a secret about myself. Not really a secret, but I really don't like the answer. Sort of
Alright.
narrative-wise. I think it just makes an already good story worse. So you do continue to stick around. You will probably hear me endlessly go on and on about how horrible the answer is.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I'm gonna like, yeah, I'm just gonna steroid some of these demons while I'm here.
All right. Oh.
I know this is kind of like bad practice, but whatever. I can do what I
Are
want.
you sure? Hmm.
I'll take Saki and
Are
Kushi.
you sure? Hmm. Oh. All right.
Eligor. No, not Eligor. Anime for real, Persona 3 good, but main character well. Appear on Giant on night. People turn off and turn light. Nothing weird must I find in my dormitory. Yeah, he's a little bit of a strange character, but he's still lovable
Are
nonetheless.
you sure? Are you sure?
I think it's part of his charm, his apathy about sort of everything that goes on. I never did watch the anime, but I'll get to it someday. It's kind of like my motto to everything.
All right.
Kushi, Karasu, already gave Karasu to Megami.
Are you sure?
Megami still needs so many Mitamas for decent vitality. That's what I get for using a Megami so late into the game. I'll do 2 more and then I'll go fight Hellbiker again, and I'll save.
All right. Oh.
If we're talking about SMT games, sort of... Recently I've been thinking about Soul Hackers 2. And I think how good an SMT4
Are
would
you
be
sure?
in the style of Soul Hackers 2.
Are you sure?
I think it'd be
All
perfect.
right.
I think
Are you sure?
like SMT4, I think, just personal opinion, I think it has the best story and the best characters out of the SMT games. But the alignment system's so hard in that, it's kind of
All
annoying
right.
at points. Mikami, yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm trying to think. I think Nocturne has the best. I don't know what Nocturne has the best. It just has, like, the best appeal, I think. Sure, it doesn't have the best story, doesn't have the best gameplay, but it's hard.
All right.
And it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable because it's hard. And 5, I think 5 does an awesome job of blending the 2 games, SMT3 and 4 together. 5 takes, like, the best parts from 4 and 5 and kind of puts it together, which I think is really cool. Of course, I still have my issues with it, but I still think it's my favorite. Anyways. Yeah. It's already a little late for me. Well, not really late, but I still just have a few extra things to do today. Oh, I never asked, Grin. How was your day? I hope you had a good day. Or are having a good day. Or will have a good day. Or had a good day. Save. Because this game is time consuming. You're good? I am good? Good. And thanks for stopping by, too. It's always nice to have someone to chat with on stream. So yeah. Ready, return. Summon. Actually, I'll return Mikami for now. Summon Princey, and I guess Ara Habuki. of the trail, or just for safety. Might not have been the best team to go up with, but it's fine. I'm gonna summon Naga, because it's gonna make my life a lot easier. I don't know. I don't know what makes Nocturne good. There's something about it. I don't think it's like gameplay or story-wise or something. It might just be like fake nostalgia on me, but there's something about it. It's charming in a unique way. I'm gonna try Digital Devil Saga? Ah, yes. I've been really wanting to start playing Digital Devil Saga. And I was kind of hoping, kind of like secretly hoping about like I'm currently hoping, I don't think it'll ever happen, a Digital Devil Saga 2 is being worked on. But I feel like the Soul Hackers 2 sort of reception is kind of putting that dream a little bit in the back of people's minds. I'll have to try it sometime. Maybe I'll stream it. I'm kind of hoping to stream it. But I know they're great games. And I think they've got like a pretty unique battle system too, pretty sure. Again, this is sort of things I've heard off the grapevine. So we're getting, like, absolutely destroyed by this Oni. But yeah, I've been meaning to get around to, like, Digital Devil Saga. It seems like such a cool game. It's got such a unique aesthetic, too. Oh, I really don't want to waste these, but I kind of have to. Oh, alright, Habaki. Anyways, again, my last attempt at Hell Viper. Goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. What really isn't going well are these random encounters. Yeah, they're really not going well. Do I have a smoke ball? No, I don't. Well, I guess I'll waste a tornado. Oh, yeah, yeah. Again, I love this game, but sometimes I just absolutely despise it. Megami, and Harasu. I really don't want to use it. But really, actually, you might know I don't have to use it. Where is my dismute? Alright, let me make sure I'm absolutely perfect. Magatama. Kamuto. Stats. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. You're dead. You're fine. You're not fine, but it's fine. You'll be okay. And you'll be okay. When Karasu transformed to Kurama, he was unstoppable? Yes. Kurama Tengu is awesome. Also, I made it like a bit of a promise to myself that I'd change up the music every single time I appeared in the overworld. I'll go Apocalypse. Yes, Kurama Tengu is an absolute powerhouse. And that's why I recruited a Kopa Tengu. Hi, Hellbiker. We've done this song and dance a whole bunch of times.
Suck on some fumes! You half-pint excuse for a demon?
Okay. It's a tough start, but we'll get through it. Warcry, I want you to pass. I want you to use a Bomb of Rising and Karasu Tengu. And I want you to Medea. Alright, so now, do I bring in Karasu or Arahabaki? Because right now he seems to be using a lot more Hell Spins, so I'm gonna trust Arahabaki. And I'm gonna have him focus. I'll have Eligor Buster Rakukaja. But I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen after this Rakukaja. Oh, come on, Arahabaki. Yep, alright. I think I got him figured out. I don't want to debuff him too much, because I might make him want to use Dakunda, but... maybe I do need Cloud Breath. Eligor... all these misses are really putting a downer on my mood. It's that Dakunda. And now Kurasu's there. Megami's out. Alright, so I'm gonna have Megami just heal us for now. I'm just gonna have to put my faith in these guys, which is not going well. Alright, Karasu. Does Health Thrust have like a low hit rate? Are you kidding me? Focus Lunge, good choice. Yeah, I'm trying to get that off, but no one seems to want to do that. Eligor! You know what? I'm just kind of done with you, Eligor. HP a lot of review, use Ellie for Kaja or Kunda. Yeah, if only it wasn't dead. And then... Naga... I'll bring in Naga Habuki. Exhaust dispels Kaja, but if you NDA him, he lost one turn with Dispelling. Yeah, that might be my best outcome, trying to keep him, you know, doing things like Dekunda and such. But, again, this is just, it's not my day. It's really not my day, huh? What you get for not putting your stats into agility. Didn't have anything else to do, dude. Limit reached. Nope. Alright, that should be good. It's at least 1,000 damage a turn. Sorry if I annoy, but tips. But for example, focus, NDA heal or pass Kaja. If not dispel Kaja, use Luenge, Super Kaja. Or... Your tips are fine. I am not annoyed at your tips, I'm just annoyed at the game. Although, I'm not quite too sure I understand. Not do anything? Felt like you're one of the hardest fiends, only Red Rider worst. I'm trying to think of the ones I really had trouble. Mother Hardlaw, I think. She's the hardest. So, because all of us are MP low, I'm just gonna use the Speed of Life. Have you passed? I have Karasu. Passed. Another Super Kaja. Wakami Medea. You dispel Kaja even if you miss by Hell Exhaust with Super Kaja measure your chance to avoid damage. Yeah, that's kind of why I've been continuing the Super Kaja, even though he'll dispel it. I know it increases our chances of dodging, but we still do lose it. But it's fine. I think he's... Oh, he's just dead. Cool. Ah, that was annoying. You obtained the Menorah of Dignity. Grats. Thank you, Grin. Couldn't have done it without you. So I'm gonna go to Kabukicho Prison. I'm probably gonna save and end. Mannequins are held in the Kabukicho Prison, where the mantra drain every last drop of Magatsuhi from their bodies. The place is basically a giant torture chamber. But yeah, Grin, if you wanna, maybe. Whoops. You need Daisojo with Void of Force. Ice skills he best for almost all game. Yes. Daisojo is the best. But yeah, once I find the prison, I'm probably gonna end stream. If you wanna watch me continue my Nocturne journey, you could drop a follow, Grin. Wink wonk. By the way, you still not buy Pisaka? I haven't registered, so I probably just take that registered Pisaka. And Nue by extent. Thank you, Grin, for the follow. I know I kind of forced you into it, but I truly am thankful for the follow. It's been really nice chatting with you. But yeah, let me just try to figure out where the prison is again, because... Is it over there? It helps you raise your morale, and having all lifted light, the skill you always knew. Yeah, I'll probably summon him maybe next time I stream. Probably next time I stream. So you have Recon. Just for safety. I'll bring Principality. Eligor back. not Kabukicho Prison. Oh, second combo, but Nue with prayer and like skill, and it's really helpful. Really help you. Yes, again, I'm pretty sure I have majority of the Shady Broker demons. Pretty sure I have majority of the Shady Broker demons, but I think I'm missing like the Megidolan, Preda, and such. But yeah. Like, yeah, you have to go down the highway. Let me just, like, real quickly Google where Kabukicho Prison is. It's been a while since I last played this game. Sounds weird, but I almost not use Megidolan for Nocturne. Yeah, it makes sense, honestly. Fire Sanai for Google and Deadfly much better. Yes. They kind of really do start shafting Megidolan using the... Alright. Pretty sure I found Kabukicho Prison. But... and we'll see. But yeah, a lot of Megidolan and such. Those skills kind of get... they get severely shafted by all the extremely powerful, you know, Sanai, Frey Google, stuff like that. And it's like really weird to say that, because they're kind of like staples in these games, or at least in Persona. Skill. Tensei. Probably use DRAM on yourself. And on the Gore too, just in case. So, almost hit the 3-hour mark. That's pretty cool. There it is. This is one thing that I am kind of annoyed about party. How many encounters you get, and the fact you can't really escape them. Ugh. Especially a lot of low-level dudes, too. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm like 10 levels higher than these guys. Do I still have to get encounters? I hope not. There it is. Kabukicho Prison. There's the terminal. Alright. Save. I'm a serial saver. And, yeah. That's about it from me. Suspend. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Thank you, of course, the title screen. I'm gonna just turn it down slightly. By the way, that at where Demi-Fiend was born location, where is it? It's the DLC. It's where the Demi-Fiend was born. It's a part of the DLC. It's... You get, where the Demi-Fiend was born, it's... You can Amala link to it. And they give a little bit of lore on the background. And then also the Center of Conception, where you can get a whole bunch of money too. But yeah, that's all DLC for the remaster. But anyways, yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Grin, for following. That was very kind of you. And thank you for all the tips you gave me too. Quite helpful. And also thank you, Mr. Godels, for joining. I know you could only be here for a brief moment, but it's always nice to see you. And yeah, I'm just gonna let the intro play out, and then I'm ending the stream. See you around, guys. Hopefully Monday.